When did you meet this person here?
Oh, when I was home on leave from before I 30-day period before I got discharged.
And what's her name?
I think it was Darlene Elliott.
I see.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you about that. You know, Jake Sprau, my uncle. Now he's 2 years younger than me, but that's my uncle anyway. He's my dad's brother, youngest brother. So him and I are running around a little bit together, you know. So him and I then. There was another girl by the name of Betty Lee Wilson. I think she worked in the same store that Darlene did, didn't you, Donna? Didn't she? So anyway, they were walking home. I don't know why Betty Lee was with her, unless she was going home with her. And anyway, Jake and I, we drove up alongside her or something, and Jake whistled at him. They both come around Noah's car and jumped in the way we went.
That's not true.
It is too true, right? And then I think no, I never had a date with you though, did I, Darn? Before I went back? No. Then when I come back, Darlene and I went out. You know, she had about 59 boyfriends, and she was pretty well worked over by the time I got to her.
That's not true.
No, she's a nice gal. You know, real pretty and nice gal. You know. And she just kept pawing me all the time when we went out on dates, you know. She was a real aggressive lady, you know. All the time messing around, you know. And then, you know, we had a terrible time, you know. I don't understand, you know, a lot of girls, they won't even go with a guy unless he got a good, decent car, you know. Well, I can't say that cars I had was very decent. I think we was walking about as much as we was riding, you know. But then I guess everything turned out all right. She asked me to marry her along about in November of that 1946. And I didn't know whether to do it or not, you know. Pretty young.
How did you say that?
That was, anyway, so then we got married 7 days before my birthday. I was still 20 years of age. And that would have been December 14th, 1946.
Almost 40 years ago?
Oh gosh, yes. Next year it will be our 40th anniversary. We don't even recognize anymore what the years are on that or the age you do it.
And when did you have your first kid? Who was your first kid?
Our first child was Ginger Rose. And that she was born in September of 1947.
And
now that clears up a lot of things in the air that my wife and I are accused of. And that is that we had to get married because if we did, she had about a 14 or 16-month pregnancy.
I see. And where is Ginger right now?
She's still real close to her daddy and her mama because she is less than half a block away, which is the way I like it.
Does she have kids?
2 girls, 2 little girls, Abby and Allison.
Okay.
One with a big head, one with no head at all. They're good kids. Tomorrow, we have to get together and make up a basket to take to Mrs. Bowes up at the nursing home. What are you doing, kid? I'm still here. I'm paying for
And
this
who was your next child?
The next child was, we had a baby born stillbirth, Jackie. And I think that come 3 years after Ginger, wasn't it, Dom? In 1952, Jim was born.
He was born in 50.
And what a boy.
Where does he live now?
He lives in Cedar Falls. He teaches school down there. Now, I tell everybody this. And,
what else does he do?
You know, he's bumble nuts. I mean, but I guess he flagged his ass in a restaurant, too, on part-time, besides being a half-ass janitor.
I see. And then...
Nah, he's a good guy. He never has learned how to take care of money or anything like that.
Who's next?
Him and Joni both. Anytime I ever see anybody that, if they got a few bucks and they stick it in their hind pocket, raw, like that, not in the billfold, there's something wrong.
Who's Joni?
Does that mean I can't borrow 20 bucks from you?
Joni is my daughter, my baby daughter. Hi, Mom! And Joni's 31 years old, and she's 30 years old.
30.
Wait a minute, does Jim have kids?
Yes, Jim has 2. One of them is pretty sane, the other one I don't know about him. No, he has 2 nice kids. Ryan is 12 years old, and Katie is 6.
10!
13 years old and 10, yeah.
I see.
And then my younger daughter, she has 2 children, 2 little girls.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer's 10.
Uh-huh.
10, and then Jackie is 5.
I see.
And I guess that's the end of our babies because the rest of them, all the others have been neutered.
I
Speaking
see.
of the parents.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't know much more, Ryan. I got my house all paid for, but I'm flat broke.
You are at the moment?
At the moment, I'm flat broke.
And how is your job going right now?
At the Lehigh?
Yeah.
It's a job. I have 2 years to go and I'm marking time.
I see.
Just working.
And how many more people have more seniority than you?
I think at this time, there's 37.
37?
That's all. As you gain age, you also gain seniority.
Oh, okay.
But I'll never reach the top of the seniority list at our plant because there's men younger than me that's got more seniority than I got because I worked 12 years for the sugar company and never started for Lehigh until I was 31 years of age. But I've worked 42 years right now in the factory.